Hello again and welcome back to the IGN Expo Day 3. Today on 12 June 2020. Tomorrow we have a very busy Saturday, but here we are and we are going to see more games. Let's check what's happening today. Exclusive. Our System Wars present Unreal. What game? Guilty Gear Stripe! Oh yeah. Come on. Wow, looks fantastic. Fantastic! From Little Valentine. This is a new Guilty Gear. I played that. It's amazing, this series. Yep. Okay, alright. More nuggets.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to IGN.
Welcome back.
I'm Goodman, and I'm joined by Brian Alpano and Max Colville.
Can we watch some video game trailers? I want to watch the trailers. And nobody wants to hear us talking. They want to watch the video game trailers. We're irrelevant. We could be replaced.
Sydney Goodman. So good, man.
Well, I'll talk then. You should be aware that you can get bonus gameplay clips and info by downloading the TikTok app, following IGN, and searching for IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag.
Okay, that's never end. All the commercials of the Summer of Gaming. IGN. This is good. Thanks God.
Donations go to support the World Health Organization's COVID-19 response fund and
Yeah.
the BAIL project, which reunites families
Run the
separated
BAIL
from the mass
project.
incarceration system.
Yeah.
Next week we're doing IGN Expo 4, but over the weekend you can catch the Guerrilla Collective and PC Gamer Show if you want to catch more game
We
trailers.
have an Day
But for
Expo
now, we
4.
game trailers. I was promised game trailers.
But I need to check
I
what
can
day.
deliver. Let's roll the trailers.
Trailers.
Okay, more trailers, please. Exclusive.
Ancient castles, exalted landmarks from a bygone age. Those who visit these age-old monuments will tell you.
Okay. Nice.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
And now for something completely different.
Castle Storm 2. Oh my god.
The kingdom of your badass melt of zombies. Whose side are you on?
Nice.
You have their jacket. They're really Meredith. Oh, and Seth Luna.
Luna.
How you say? Vampire.
Castle Storm 2. Nice.
Right to save. You can take control of them. Now they are you.
Choose your faction or hero.
Oh, this mode is new.
Okay. Zombie ship. Oh no.
The game's so nice. They made it twice.
Castle Storm 2.
Storm 2.
Wow. Amazing. For all the consoles. Another one. Ranch Simulator. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm not sure if I want a ranch simulator. But okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Another one. What's happening? Slowly, Rockfix game present Hyperspace 2. Hyperspace 2. Oh no. Close alpha for everybody, everything.
You just got a brand new look at Everspace 2, and if that got your attention, great news because we got our hands on some exclusive gameplay coming up right now. But if you would rather talk about tactical strategy or nailing gnarly kickflips, stick around because after that we are taking a look at Warhammer 40k, Mechanicus, and Skater XL. But right now, it's time to talk about the spaceship, so be respectful. Punch it, Brian.
Okay, okie dokie.
Back in 2015, the original Everspace launched into orbit thanks to a successful Kickstarter campaign, and just weeks ago, Everspace 2 achieved liftoff. Space puns. Here to tell us about what to do in this open-world single-player RPG is Michael Shade. Hi, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Okay.
I'm great. I'm sorry I gave you those space puns earlier. That was I'm embarrassed. We'll power through it. Congrats on Everspace 2. The first one was a totally kick-ass game, but it was more of a roguelike, and now you're going open world. How did this plan come together?
Yeah, that's a good question. We get that quite a lot. So the first one is more like, as you can think, like freelancer.
September 2020.
So we have this open space core mechanic, but then we mix it with a roguelike system.
Not
which
bad.
is something that not everybody likes, especially if you're coming from an open world game, like if you're used to the classic open world space games.
But you know what? We are gonna do a pause for a moment. Okay, let's continue. Let's go.
It was our first title for Rockfish Games, and thanks to the commercial success, we were able to start with Everspace 2 as
Everspace
RPG, which is basically what
2.
all our fans, or most of our fans, wanted from us. And yeah, we did a second Kickstarter last year, which was successful as well. So obviously,
It looks great. It looks nice. In September. Oh.
Is that sort of like an interesting dynamic to the game development process? Is going to Kickstarter and relying so
I love it.
inherently
Nice.
on fans
Excellent.
and their feedback?
Incredible.
Well, I would say if you don't have a huge IP that everybody knows already, then Kickstarter is a great way to connect with your fan base and see if your vision is right, and to work with your community on certain aspects of the game and like get them early on board. But also it's good to double down on your financials. So you're a little bit more secure. You may add new features to the game or more content, and this is basically what we did last year.
The original game was gorgeous, especially considering the fact that it was your studio's first game. And
I know.
And everything. And again, like you said, this is not like a massive, well-known IP. You're getting there, right? But this game looks even better. So how did you?
Even better than Mama.
Well, the main reason is here that we now have a persistent world, which is like you can bake the lighting systems.
Come on.
Take all the advantages of Unreal Engine 4, versus for the first title, it was procedurally generated, like with any roguelike. So you only have the real-time lighting, and that has certain limitations. But now we really can go all the way, make super high-definition lighting solutions, but also thanks to...
It's amazing. It's even better. Even better than Mama.
So we have a few more artists. We also work with some AAA outsourcing people. So we really increase also the detail to all the spaceships and the textures. And yeah, it's just with no budget, you can increase the scope, but also the quality of the game. But the
Come on, come on,
biggest
come on.
change is really
The quality of the game.
the system work, where we can make the lighting solution, and you can tell how much prettier now the space environment looks like.
Yeah, I absolutely adore the look of this game. The aesthetics, right down to the design of the ships, are like really, really cool to me. And for me, like personally, that's kind of make it or break it when it comes to games like this. I have to like really be into the ship design. I'm a big like old school sci-fi fan, and so this is immediately connecting with me. What were some sort of did you guys have any sort of like classic sci-fi movie or TV show or video game
Okay,
inspiration?
so today we have this one.
Of course, I mean, you can't make a
And
space game
tomorrow
inspired by Star Wars,
we're supposed to have the Guerrilla Collective, the PC Gaming Show, and the Future Games Show.
And well, then there is the challenge that you
Wow.
maybe pick some of those ideas, but
Then something about the Steam, but probably no, I don't take care about it. VR, we will check. EA Play, we will check. Developer Showcase in June 22, we will check. New Game Expo, definitely we are going to be at the New Game Expo.
A lot of different spaceships with different capabilities.
Cyberpunk, maybe, and the Midsummer Garden.
We went for a different approach
Yeah, because we love Andy's. So yeah.
create the cockpits. So you do a super high detailed ship itself, then you have the cockpit with dimensional displays.
So good planning.
A lot of work goes into design of the spaceships. And this is just a huge budget if you have like a lot of ships. So this is why we came up with a modular design approach for those ships.
As you probably can see, I'm not very interested in the Aerospace 2. But if you like, it looks great. It's a nice game.
So we came up with a certain set of design.
It's not my thing. Sorry.
For the hull.
But looks great. Looks really, really great.
What kind of ship what kind of class the ship belongs to. So you can really tell this is like a light, medium, or a heavy fighter.
Oh wow! So how many ships does that make you end up with then? Is that it seems like almost like an endless combination in a way.
Yeah, fine. Theoretically, you have an endless amount of configurations, but
Summer of gaming.
What we did is like we said. So what is really designing the characteristic of a ship, which is basically the wings. So let's say we have forward swept wings.
I'm gonna do a wing.
The type, the class of that ship, and then you have variations for your hull, the engines, but there's also customization possibilities. So we have several tiers of that ship. So later on in the game, you will find more powerful versions of that Sentinel, and you also see this in the visions. And at some point in the game, the player will be able to customize the ship. So this is not only what kind of colors you're changing or choosing. You have like 3 different colors, but you will also be able to like change little things on the wingtips and those kind of things.
That's awesome. I actually, in the middle of you explaining that, when you went through this tunnel area, I whispered, "Wow," because I was just like, I really love how this game looks. So far, we've seen sort of above land, we've gone underground in the tunnel. We've seen like straight up dogfighting in space. And this is like right here, and this is an open world game. So what is it like to sort of fly from one end of this world to the other? This is just a massive interconnected environment. How long would that take?
Well, the world itself, we have like 8 to 12 star systems, and each star system will have like several locations.
Wow,
so it really depends
it's
how much
amazing.
time you spend within these systems. And for us, we wanted to make this super easy to get around. So actually traveling from one side of the game map to the other side doesn't take that long. Because Everspace is not about like real-time space exploration. We want to have this super fast-paced combat with deep exploration of the environment, but easy to get around. So we have more detail. There's more stuff in each location that you can do. So basically, you could go like in a couple of minutes from one destination to the other, if you're strong enough, if you're good enough. Because obviously, you will run into enemies that make it very difficult for you to progress if you are a rookie at the very beginning of the game.
That's actually like my favorite kind of game design is to get cocky enough to veer into an area where a bunch of high-level stuff will totally kick your ass. No, I love that. So speaking of which, let's talk about the combat a little bit, because it looks really great. What sort of additions have you made since the first game? What were some of the things that you guys were really happy about tackling?
Yeah. So we kept the fast-paced space combat, so it's very intuitive, and our promise is like if you fire up the game, if you want to, you will have an explosion on your screen within
Is
just
the
a second
moment.
of gameplay. So really, action comes first. But we also have a lot of depth in the gameplay mechanics. So obviously there will be a lot of different primary and secondary weapons. But then there will be like ship devices.
Your space too.
Compare this like skills in an RPG.
Right.
And then you pick your skills.
I'm happy with the Guilty Gear.
Teleporter.
And Castle Storm 2 is an amazing announcement.
Over certain enemies.
Really.
And then over time you find different modes that you can.
The Ranch Simulator, well, I'm really sure that probably have their own audience, these kind of games. And Space 2, well, let's see.
In total, we have like 3 main classes with 3 subclasses each. So you choose your ship from like 9 different ship classes, but then you can individually change the characteristics of that spaceship by assigning different devices, and even go further with like modding these devices.
Holy crap! So yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. People are going to be playing this game for a very, very long time. Speaking of which, when can people start to get their hands on it, and what platforms are you coming to?
So we are now rolling out the closed alpha, which was part of our Kickstarter program to around about 1,000 backers in June through Steam. And then the first time the game will be publicly available will be December this year on Steam. Then we plan to be like for about a year in Steam Early Access to really make sure that we're working with the community and with our fans to make sure that the game is really rock solid when it gets full release. And that is scheduled for late 2021, maybe early 2022, because we will also come out on console, on PlayStation and Xbox. And we're currently talking to various publishers. It might be the case that a big publisher picks up the game on console, and then they obviously will do a retail version as well. So in that case, the full release would be Q1 2022.
That's incredible news. So if you're liking what you're seeing, jump on that alpha as soon as you can. Hop on their subreddit and everything. You know, give notes, give feedback. I really love that you guys are working dynamically with the community to shape this game into something. Because yeah, I'm very eager to play this, and especially once if there's a chance for it to hit consoles someday, even more. That's super, super cool. Michael, thank you so much for bringing Everspace 2 onto Summer of Games. I cannot wait to play more.
Stop! Hammer time! Really bad! Specifically Warhammer time! No one knows that's a joke. Up next, we're taking a look at Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, the tactical turn-based dungeon crawler that's coming to consoles later this year. Check it out!
Okay, what game is this? Blood and Battle?
The massive success of the PC release, Mechanicus. We wanted to bring the same tactical and gameplay
that's Warhammer. Hey.
than just a simple port. In Mechanicus, you take control of the most technologically advanced army in the Imperium, the Adeptus Mechanicus, set in the grim dark 41st millennium. As Magus Dominus Faustinius, you'll lead the expedition on the newly rediscovered Necron planet of Silver Tenebris, where you'll customize your team, manage resources, discover long-forgotten tech, and control your tech priests' every move as you battle your Xenos enemy. We wanted to deliver these mechanics in a way that stayed true to the IP and brought Mechanicus and the world of 40,000 together
Faustinius?
and effectively. That said,
Faustinius!
take a look at these features in action.
What you doing?
A big part of Mechanicus is the large array of customization available to the player. We call this augmentation, and this is how you level up your tech priests. As your augment capacity increases, you can attach a variety of different weapons and upgrades. From melee weapons such as the powerful range weapons such as the Phosphor Blaster, to the generator which shields your allies from dangerous attacks, or the Sanctus Canister that can give bonus damage.
You need to find the demolition team and escape.
Here from the bridge of the Chaostus Metallicon, you can choose which mission to take. Missions are delivered to you as requests from your highest ranking.
Shanigis.
New storylines will unlock based on previous missions you've completed. Which ones you choose will affect what happens within the story of Mechanicus. Some will expire if you leave them unattended for too long, so your choice has to be a strategic one. That choice is something that we wanted to give players throughout the game, from how you customize your tech trees, to which units you take on a mission, to the decisions you make on that mission. Choice is a massive part of the game,
Vision
and it enables you to play the game exactly how you want to, all the way to the 3 alternate endings you develop depending on your playstyle. It's really up to you. The story of Mechanicus crosses the paths of the Adeptus Mechanicus and Necrons like no other game, and was written especially by Ben Counter, one of Black Library's most prestigious authors. You are tasked with defeating the Necron forces laying dormant on the planet of Silver Tenebris. By searching the Necron tombs, you will uncover STC fragments, which you can use to upgrade your tech. The more you search, the more STC fragments you can potentially discover. However, be warned, the longer you spend in the tombs, the more Necrons you risk alerting to your presence, and the harder the mission becomes. Each chamber may offer great rewards, but like all good 40k narratives, there is a risk of danger maybe just around the corner. That danger comes in the form of encounters. All encounters begin with a deployment stage, where you tactically place your units. This could be a small area or a divided deployment, mixing up each and
As always, it's okay. If you like the genre, it's totally
will have an
fine.
objective. These can be completed to either end the encounter or progress to the next hidden objective. Combat takes place in a turn-based tactical system. Every unit has its own initiative, represented in the top bar. This is the order in which units will take their turns.
Sport, the sensor, distributor, and gather data.
With Mechanicus, there are
And of course, kill all enemies.
Move and shoot as much as you can. There is, however, a mechanic that is very unique to Mechanicus. This is the cognition point. Cognition points are acquired in many different ways.
That's great.
Either during encounters or in the exploration.
So if you like the Warhammer
And beyond, by activating their most powerful weapons and abilities to allow them to move faster and more.
folklore, the lore, and the
set the standard when it comes
everything
to
about the
game
Warhammer.
Existing 40k lore.
It's a
We
good
also
game.
wanted to go one step further
If
by
you like the
really
strategy.
exploring this and ground Mechanicus in 40k history.
Yep.
We did this partly by creating new locations, such as the inside of the Ark Mechanicus. Some of those missions where you battle
Not bad,
physical
not
tech
bad.
priests. Usually the art team at Bulwark Studios, which study the physical models and images to painstakingly create the video game conversion. But with the absence of any reference for the inside of the Ark Mechanicus, we had to improvise. We worked very closely with Games Workshop to create the location while keeping it true to existing lore. And as you see, the finished article looks amazing. As well as new locations, we also created brand new, never-before-seen characters and bosses, some of which are available at the end of 7 special hidden missions found in the new console edition.
You're telling me? You're telling me?
We
Really?
implemented a range of bespoke sound and visual effects that really make the Mechanicus weapons come to life. Having never been represented before in live action, we converted images from codexes and models into visually animated wonders. From the blast of a gamma pistol to the large eruption of energy from the torsion cannon, we again wanted to make sure they were true to the existing lore. Along with the aesthetics, we also had to combine them with impressive sound effects that would match up with the visual firepower. We did this by creating specific and granular sounds for all units and weapons, giving an everlasting impact.
Take it easy, take it easy.
We're really excited about Mechanicus coming to consoles because of the wealth of content that we've added to the game. The console version not only contains the base game, but also the Heretic DLC, which exposes the dark underbelly of the Adeptus Mechanicus faction like never before. Brand new narrative events, again written by Ben Counter, allow players to uncover what has brought civil unrest to the Caestus Metallus.
Take it easy.
You take on new but familiar enemies in a cohort of heretic tech priests that have changed their beliefs and forsaken the name of the Omicide. Your job will be to stop them before they corrupt you and your ship from within. But the content doesn't stop there. The special Omnicide edition is also packed for the console version. This gives you access to the stunning Mechanicus soundtrack, the breathtaking digital artwork, and a special melee weapon, the Arc Scourge.
Chan chan!
The show is nearly over. We're excited to announce that the console
July
version of 40,000 Mechanicus will be available to play on July
17.
17th. We're Releasing on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch, you will soon be able to take the fight to the next level, conquer the tombs of Silver Tabers. In the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mechanicus40k for all the latest news in the build-up to release. We hope to see you there. And
Mechanicus
Hey
Warhammer
there.
40,000.
Games are a wonderful way to experience the thrill of activities that might be extremely painful in real life, such as kissing. But Skater XL lets you land kickflips and drive rails to your heart's content without the imminent threat of shattering your femur or tearing your ACL. I actually don't know what those letters stand for. That's coming up next right after we take a quick, painless commercial break, which might have a little bit of pain. Who knows? Just a little bit. Could be there, might not be there.
I'm not sure.
Find out.
IGN Summer of Gaming is brought to you by Fuser, who will be partying with us all summer long.
No.
We're happy to present IGN's Summer of Gaming, featuring the latest and greatest in game reveals, news, trailers, next-gen coverage, and more. Our month-long event features our first-ever series of IGN Expos, where we get first looks at world-premiere game trailers, exclusive game demos, and interviews you won't find anywhere else. IGN Summer Gaming, only on IGN and IGN One on Samsung TV Plus. Tired of watching IGN on the sell something tablets? Well, IGN can move to living rooms. Search teams with IGN One or Samsung TV Plus is all that IGN has to offer.
Now the commercials are so fun. Now the commercials are really fun. I like it. I love it. I prefer that. No, it's better. It's even better.
News, games, and more is IGN's live news show every day of the week that covers all the day news about games, movies, comics, and of course more. This is our daily live show that takes a rotating cast of IGN talent.
I really prefer that.
We're live every Monday through Friday
with the commercials, of course. But yeah, why not? Okay, let's see. What else? Easy Day Studios.
Skater XL is the hot new skateboarding game that encourages you to chain together tons of death-defying skate tricks without having to worry about face planting in front of your friends in real life. You can go outside and do that if you want. Here to tell me more is Jeff and Dane from Easy Day Studios. Hey guys.
What's up? Happy Friday, Brian.
What's up?
So what we're looking at right now
Skater
is
XL.
look at the Nintendo Switch version of Skater XL. I've been very excited for this one personally. I really can't wait for this, and it's
nice.
Really cool to see it actually running now for the first time. Tell me about bringing this game to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, we're super stoked as well, and it's something we've always wanted to be able to do since early development. It's such a cool platform. I mean, just the idea of being able to skate around these spots and do all that like portable on the go is just
It's
cool.
amazing.
So yeah, we're looking at footage from the Switch to point out, this is exactly the same content that's on the big consoles. Some little tweaks to the graphics here and there, but this is the same downtown map. You're going to have the same LA school map. You have all the pros, all the gear, and the gameplay itself.
Nice.
Early development, the same kind of philosophy applies that we want the gameplay to be the top priority. So making sure it's responsive, making sure it flows well, and it feels as close to or exactly the same as the big console version. You have the same experience, and then all the content's there as well. So
I don't know what's happened because you can see this guy fine, but this one is like.
Awesome! I can't wait for that. Tell me the sort of like core vision behind Skater XL. I know it's obviously skate, but why make a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's, and I think that anyone that's into the skateboarding sort of genre, there is an ever-growing gap since the last great skate game came out. Obviously, you had the THPS, Tony Hawk Pro Skater series, that really.
But this one is not Tony Hawk. This is Skater because you like the skate, and that's it.
And sort of flowing around the area and doing tricks and stuff. Brought that to video games in a big way for the first time. Starting in the late 90s, EA Skate came into things and really kind of evolved the formula and took the genre itself in one step, in a new direction in how they approach things and where the focus was. That series certainly has leads to fans,
Oh, yeah.
the whole sort of call for EA to make a Skate 4 has become a bit of a meme in gaming and almost in pop culture in general.
Skater.
And so, yeah, it's been 2009, I think it was when, 2010, I think Skate 3 came out. The last in the series, I think everyone was just expecting they would keep making more skate games and developing things, but that ended up being it, that there's been
that was the last one.
Genre, and that was the start
For a
of
while.
I think. It's been a long time,
Yep.
and so, the team as it stands, we're all kind of in the right time off the back of building games in the action sports sort of genre, but all of us coming from, a lifetime of skateboarding, and this is really the title that it's a dream title for us, I guess. We're kind of the right place, the right time.
Yeah, that's interesting because there's a lot of stuff in video games that makes you feel like there'll be a release of your favorite genre every year, and for a while there isn't, and it just goes away.
And that's not true, but
so I'm happy to see
anyway.
you guys are filling the void here. I think like a really great skating game makes you want to go outside and immediately start skateboarding on everything, or basically look at everything through the eyes of a skater now that you've been playing the game. But the environments that you guys have in your game are based on real-world environments. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. What we have coming for the release of the game is, maps that are based off real terrain and things that really, you would associate with skateboarding and what skateboarding means to a lot of people, which is, the West Coast, California, downtown LA, schoolyard spots. These are things that including on for skateboarding.
Very nice.
Video over the years, like to a skateboard, these environments are like playgrounds. There's so many different things in them, so we want to capture.
Excellent. All right.
We also wanted to include, a whole lot of real spots, and in skateboarding, the spots themselves become famous names. And there's a lot of iconic spots that we've baked into. You would have seen countless skate videos and real locations that are all designed into these bigger environments.
Yep.
Now, is this downtown LA right here?
Yes, we are near Chinatown and Koreatown. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was you made me weirdly nostalgic for like the E3 Convention Center area, especially because we won't be going to that this year. And this might be my closest opportunity to go, especially with no crowds or anything. It's going to be very nice. What's the thing that you feel? What's the thing you feel like you have to get right? Yeah, that's right up there. There's like video game ads on those big billboards every single year. This is like really, really cool right now.
Yeah, I think last year was Doom, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm getting very nostalgic.
You do the coffee meetings across the road at the steak place, or there's that Chinese restaurant as well. You might notice we have reconfigured things a little bit.
You're talking about LA. I never been, sorry, but it would be a very nice city to visit maybe in the future.
If we're going to include a real spot, we have to make sure it's fun and not, just something that's like perfect to real life, but then it doesn't skate game with the game mechanics. So it's getting that balance of like keeping the essence and what makes the spot memorable and recognizable, but making it work with the gameplay at the same time.
And one of the things you've done here to ensure that is you removed all of the security guards who are always standing outside of the LA Convention Center. One, because they're pesky, and two, because the security guards are the known enemy of the skater.
Absolutely, and it's. I mean, this is one of the things that was perhaps a little contentious with some of the games of the past was NPCs and the function of having the environment be the thing that's challenging and interesting, and then having sort of elements of the gameplay that are really just there to randomly outside of your control, like spoil the party at just the wrong moment. So to point out as well, this is not quite the complete version of the levels. There's some elements and some things that will be bringing these levels to life a little more. It's sort of more of that coming in the next month or so.
Now, skating is in real life all about physics. It's about momentum and landing and making sure that you can link everything together. What's the hardest thing about getting physics right in a skateboarding simulation game?
You're making me pick one.
Well, I'll put it this way then. What's the thing that you felt like you absolutely had to nail, like a feeling in real life skating that you really, really wanted to make sure it was like one of the most important things to get down here?
Woohoo!
And this is a very, very interesting thing, I think, core to the game that, I mean, not to get too much into the weeds of the game mechanics, and, you know, I think the evidence is there. When people play the early access version of the game, we see the response that it's had. I think we feel like we really, you know, have been hitting the right points and prioritizing the right things. And it really comes down to the control and the sense of expressiveness that you have. The sort of metaphor we've had in development is that we really want something that is like...
I'm okay, I'm fine, but it's super long
in general is that we haven't programmed
interviews.
into Skater XL.
I don't know.
We've programmed
Always the same.
the board, and you know through the sticks you have independent control of the feet for each stick. Moment to moment, we read those sticks at a very high rate, and that is mapped into the physics of the game at a very high rate. What you end up is something...
I understand why another persons in YouTube are not doing that, but it's okay, let's try.
Unlocking some challenge designed into
this is a small channel, maybe if you subscribe and give me a like and hit on the bell to receive all the notification for the new videos on your
that really resonated.
Your new favorite YouTube channel. So yeah,
it's such an addictive
we can grow up and make more and more video and grow the channel.
You know, ticking some boxes like you did a trick. You can be working on your ollies and kickflips forever. You know, there are pro skaters that, with the way they do those basic tricks, and like you improve even the basics, the way you execute them. So that's something that we wanted to capture, was the feeling that it's more an extension of you. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you happen to play an instrument, you sit down after 3 years and play the same song that you played 10 years in, and you're going to feel a lot more expressive. You know, your ability to play that and really put style into what you're doing. And, you know, it seems like a strange analogy to go from music to skateboarding, but, like, I think that's kind of the sort of best image I think we're able to paint, is that the game doesn't end when you can do a trick. You know, you really keep evolving in the way that you execute things and those subtleties, and then the way that you can skate spots and
the scale for today.
Just, you know, really
this IGN Summer Gaming. So let's check.
Gameplay with these big environments to skate around.
I love it. I appreciate that you sort of put that in there, that, you know, it does feel more like a musical instrument, it does feel more freeform, because that means it's going to take a long time to really, you know, perfect it, and I think that that's what people are looking for right now. They want something they can really dig their teeth into. Hopefully, you don't have to wait for a long time to play this game, because it's out in July, and it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC?
Yeah. I mean, in a nutshell, it's the first skateboarding game.
June 12. Yep.
We keep saying since EA Skate, you know, in 10 years, but Skate was not PC. So, you know, our goal is really to bring skateboarding as it, you know, it seems
still need to present a few more things.
2021 now, the Olympics.
And gameplay about a few more things.
It's a little bit of mixed sort of feelings, I guess, about Olympics and how competitive skateboarding fits into street skating and all that. But in general, I mean, skateboarding's coming back, and our goal has been to...
so tomorrow we have the PC Gaming Show at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Making sure that we could bring it to the Switch, which, you know, it's just come out today, so strong and such a cool platform, and yeah, coming out on all four very soon.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really can't wait to play Skater XL. I think I'm going to play it on Switch because that just feels right. I always wanted like a portable skateboarding game to bring anywhere, even though we're not going anywhere anymore, but we'll make the best of it. That's Skater XL. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you! Yeah!
Me?
You. Did you know that you can get bonus Summer of Gaming content by downloading the TikTok app, following IGN, and searching our Summer of Gaming hashtag? Oh, you didn't know that? Wow, what a waste of your time then. I'm sorry.
How dare you waste these good people's time? Well, a good use of your time would be by donating to the Veil Project or the World Health Organization by clicking the links in the video description or heading to donate.ign.com. Do it. Feel helpful. Help make the world a better place. Wonderful. Somebody just donated. I can feel it. And that's great. You're great. You specifically out there, whoever it was who donated. And as a way of saying thank you to everyone who's donating and watching, here are some fun trailers as a special treat. Enjoy.
Okay. Let's check. Oof. Oof. Interrogate the suspects. Hey, what's happened with you, man? I don't know. I don't have idea. I was alone. Impossible. No, it's not true. Contradict. Yeah. Order demons. Lucifer within us. Vanillaware present 13 Sentinels, Aegis Ring. Wow, Vanilla. Nice, as always. Looks great. This new Vanillaware game. Hey, Taro Miura. Natsuno Minami. Takatoshi Hijiyama. Yuki. Shu. Ryoko. Renya. It's okay, it's something different from Vanillaware. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Ring for PlayStation 4. And another exclusive review. Sega. Ooh. Welcome to... Sorry. Episode 4. Episode 4 of what? Sega. We are going back to Earth. Now it's time for the episode 4. Ooh. Prepare for the fight. And ready. Welcome to Fantasy Star Online 2. Yeah. Yep.
Coming up next, we're taking a look at Total War Troy, the latest entry in Creative Assembly's award-winning strategy series. You know, one day when I grow up, I hope to too become an award-winning strategy series. Until then, we're taking a quick break.
Nice.
IGN Summer of Gaming is brought to you by Fuser, who'll be partying with us all summer long.
We are going to do double velocity. Come on, quickly. The commercials are really quickly because we want to see more and more trailers. Oh yeah, IGM, I know you. After 2 days, this is the 3rd day. I don't want more commercials. IGM, please, let's go as quickly as possible. Please, I want to see more. Come on. Don't give me more commercials. I want to see more and more things. I know. NGM Plus with Tom Marks. It's amazing. I know. It's incredible. I'm happy. I want to see more things. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Summer Gaming, featuring the latest and greatest in game reveals, news, trailers, next-gen coverage, and more. Our month-long event features our first ever series of IGN Expos.
Okay.
Interviews you won't find anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. I totally know.
Welcome back to
Welcome back.
Gaming. Hey,
That was fast, really.
That a wooden horse full of sweaty dudes with swords? Total War Troy. Let's toss a Damon for a closer look.
Nice. Creative Assembly.
I'm Damon Hatfield, and it's time to talk about Total War Troy. I'm joined by senior game designer Milcha Vasilov. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So tell us about Total War Troy. This the latest entry is going to be focusing on the Trojan War. Is that correct?
And remember that if you are part of the Epic Game Store, you will have this game for free.
And this is the first time that the Total War series has sort of been set in this era, right?
Yeah, it's not only that this is the first time that any Total War game is set.
So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to do this in a double velocity.
All the way to the Bronze Age.
So what are the two sides that are at war here? I mean, obviously, we know, but let's set up for the version that you're going to be showing us.
Well, the game is
The
inspired
game
by-
looks really good.
What do you say? So
I'm really happy about this game. And I think that we can do more and more. And this is a very quickly view about the Total War Troy. If you want to see that in a normal way, you can go to IGN and it's fine. But for now, we are going to try to do this as much comfortable as possible. And the development in progress. You see that, right? Development in progress.
instead of having just one resource,
Development, yeah.
why everything
No, it's development.
resources which is used
Because it's more fun. It's funny. No? Development, yeah. Both. Development, funny. Really, I appreciate that. Because we have diplomacy, we have the riches of the sea, we have Apollo, Athena, Hera, Zeus, Ares, Aphrodite, Poseidon. We have all the gods and goddesses of Greek.
Where you as a player choose your nation can choose
Our temples in the honor of Poseidon, Gamemnon, Hector, not bad. Trojan, because we are in Troy, of course. Okay, not bad. I like it. Oh, look at this, look at this. This is Troy! Sparta! No, Sparta no.
There are a lot of heroes that are in Iliad and the Odyssey, and it was a really hard time for us choosing which ones we want to make the epic heroes the center of
Okay, looks great, looks nice. If you like the Total War theory and genre, it's good.
So we've tried to pick the ones that were most
not bad, not bad.
most influential.
I like it.
As well as offer a variety of different gameplay mechanics. As we want to make sure that each epic hero feels different the way they play, so that when there's choose to try out a new hero what you can make, they can experience it in a different way.
It's okay.
Different campaign mechanics.
And look at the chicken. The chicken is trying to win the war.
Yeah, so what we are doing is one of our main design pillars is to show what is the truth behind the myth in these ancients in the past, and what we know that every myth, every legend.
I don't know why these interviews are so long, but anyway, the game looks great, looks good. The graphics are really fine. I love that kind of game, if you like the genre, of course. But I have many friends that like the Age of Empires, Europe, Universalis, Mountain Blade, all these kind of games, in fact. So, yeah, it's good. It's always good.
Half human, half horse. Whereas in truth, what we believe, the thing that inspired that would be that some people from some tribe maybe were so tuned to their horses and were so used to riding them and fighting from their back to something that didn't really happen in that era, that some people would say and believe that they're one of their horses. And so that's how we have to represent the
Continue with the wars between, showing the map with all the different kind of person. It's okay, it's good. The prayer to Poseidon.
Some being inside the Trojans, others being inside of the Achaeans, and here this is also the case.
The Hecatomb, the divine wild,
or you may use special types of agents or other actions.
code, the Hecatomb, Hector, and of course Agamemnon.
Like for example, ability Ares, who's God of War, will of course make your troops much better in battle. Though using Apollo
and the river.
Apart from being God of poetry, music is also
looks great. Looks really great.
Fire fast inside battles. So even though the gods don't appear as entities inside the battles, the very fact that the people waging those wars
wow, it's super well done.
Well, otherwise, looking very cool. What's the release plan? Still on track to release this year?
We will be announcing the release date really soon. So yeah.
Really soon? Okay.
Definitely will. No, so thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. All right. What else? Check out this game.
This game on IGN's Summer of Gaming, highlighting exciting under-the-radar games worth your attention. This time we've got an exclusive look at Unto the End, a side-scrolling action platformer about a father fighting to try to get back to his family, with combat that focuses on reading your opponent's actions. Here's some exclusive new gameplay.
Really? Okay, we already showed that game Unto the End. Looks great. But we need to see something new. Okay, Unto the End looks really great. So I think that is in a double velocity. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. We already showed that, so you can see on the day 1, I think. This game is amazing. It's a good one. If you like.
Head over to IGN.com or YouTube.com/IGN to watch the full extended version of this gameplay.
Yep.
You just saw Under the End with Tom Marks. Be sure to keep your donations to the Bail Project and World Health Organization coming. And
Hold on, guys.
IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag. And also, are you registered to vote? Are you remembering to recycle? Do the pets have enough water? It's very hot during the summertime. Anyway, later on, special editions of news, games, and more, and my dumb show Up at Noon are coming up. But up next, Blue Fire is a gorgeous new 3D platformer that turns players loose in a distant kingdom filled with mysterious perils and danger around every turn. Behold!
Okay.
Sometimes the most challenging opponent isn't some menacing enemy with a huge sword.
Oh, Blue Fire, yep.
Over a bottomless pit. While 3D action-adventure game Blue Fire seems to promise plenty of encounters...
This is another game that we already know, so let's duplicate the velocity.
A little more variety in its fights. As a pint-sized fighter Umbra, I was able to navigate the abandoned castle halls of Wolf Called
Because this is a preview of the Blue Fire game. It's a game that the announcement, I think that was in a Nintendo Direct Mini on March 2020. Looks great, looks really great. I don't want that those videos will be like 3 hours video, so we are gonna do that, and it's okay. If you want to see, you have the chance to see.
Since I couldn't unlock upgrades or fight against anything but a few groups of basic enemies, I found myself restarting them just to get more.
And this game looks great.
Taking out most of these before they could do much return. And I realized I was hardly paying attention to my character's stamina bar.
And the gameplay is fun.
Would have the bigger encounter put that to the test. With the demo ending after an ominous cutscene, I was luckily just a bit conflicted. I do like what I've played so far. Platforming feels fluid and precise. There's a lot of potential for void zones to truly test your skills. While combat also feels like a conclusion, but with so few enemies to fight against, it's hard to say how varied and challenging these will actually get, or the multiple abilities and upgrades will make a worthwhile difference. So while I'm sure to let the questions, I'm also going to play more to get some answers. For more on somber-looking action platformers, don't check out 16 minutes of Hollow Knight's Silk Song gameplay.
Not bad, not bad.
Hey, look who's here. It's us again. Anyway, don't forget, all summer of gaming long, IGN is asking you to give to the World Health Organization and Bail Project to combat COVID-19 and reunite separated families.
Bail Project, yep.
You can find out more or give at donate.ign.com or by following the links in the video description. And if you download the TikTok app, follow IGN and search for IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag, you can upload your own gameplay moments and find tons of bonus Summer of Gaming goodness, as well as lots and lots of videos of people dancing and doing lip syncing and all sorts of nonsense.
All sorts of various treasures. But up next, grueling manual labor is difficult under normal circumstances. But can you imagine how much worse it is in the unforgiving void of space? I can.
No,
I've been to space. I've been to the moon to fight aliens. If you see me, you can ask me all about it on my new show. Just kidding. Well, if you can't, here's a game that might give you a better idea. It's called Heartspace Shipbreaker, and it's up next. And it sounded like a curse, but it wasn't.
Okie dokie. What game is this?
Hello everybody, and welcome to Heartspace Shipbreaker. I'm Trey, here to show you our next ship class, the Gecko. Now, geckos are much larger ships compared to mackerels, which are the ship class we've shown before. This particular Gecko is an industrial transport ship with minimal crew and a large cargo space in the middle view. Today we're going to be completing a work order, salvaging some large chunks of the ship, and showing you how the three main elemental systems in the game are interconnected. That's electricity, fuel, and cooling. But first, we've got to get inside. Now we're going to intentionally keep this room pressurized, so we're not draining our oxygen tank while we get a lay of the land.
Interesting.
Your lung pressure levels increasing.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we've got a small coolant leak down here. Some damage, freezing some things. We should probably keep an eye on that. Now the coolant comes from the Environmental Control Unit, or ECU, which is coming from this room right here. And in this room, we've got the power generator. that sends power throughout the ship. We'll come back to this in a bit. Coolant keeps the reactor from melting down. As soon as we sever the coolant line from that reactor, it's going to become unstable. So we should keep that coolant line connected to the reactor for as long as we can. So we're getting a reading that this room is unpressurized, meaning it doesn't have any oxygen in it. When a room is unpressurized, you're less likely to accidentally cause a decompression event with one of your cuts.
Air pressure level increasing.
Okay, take care with the pressure.
So now, we're using our own O2 to explore this area. Alright, looks like the cockpit and crew quarters are empty. Let's see what else we've got going on. So now that we've seen the power generator and the ECU, it's time to take a look at the reactor. Now the reactor is basically the heart of every ship. It's the most valuable piece of salvage, but it's also the most dangerous. Because once you remove it from its coolant casing, it begins to melt down. And you never know how many ticks you've got until it goes boom. These are the ship's thrusters. They're connected to the reactor by these fuel pipes right here. And these pipes are filled with fuel, so we should try to find a way to flush them before making any cuts. The work order is asking us to salvage some antennae. So we're going to snag them with the grapple tool right here, and then deposit them on the barge. Now our grapple tool here has been upgraded, so it can grab, pull, and push both light and heavy objects pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now that some of the easier parts of the work order are done, we can focus on the more challenging objectives. The ECU is in a pressurized room, which makes things a bit more complicated. Because if we remove the power, we won't be able to depressurize the room anymore.
Wow.
Air pressure level.
Need to take care of everything.
We're going to have to take. The first thing we have to do is salvage the power generator. And to do that, we need to remove the breakers.
Yeah.
That's easier said than done. You only have a brief moment between power pulses to pull that breaker. Miss that window, and you'll get shot. Or worse.
Electrical damage.
The number of breakers and their locations vary from ship to ship. Now the power generator should be safe to remove. If we decided to remove it before pulling the breakers, bad things would have happened. This power generator is extremely heavy, and we really don't have the space to take it out. So we're going to have to make an opening somewhere. Let's see if we can remove this front section of the ship. We're going to use the structure filter on our scanner to look for cut points. These yellow structural points are the glue that holds the ship together.
That's too much. That's too much. Wow.
Whoops, accidentally sliced a heat sink there. Now some of the walls and pipes were flash frozen and are now damaged. Now we're going to tether the section of the ship that we just freed up by removing the cut points and peel it like an onion to get the power generator inside. The strength of tethers stack, so the more you use, the greater the force of the pull. Now we can grapple the power generator and carefully push it down to the barge. The final objective in the work order is to salvage the reactor. Let's see if we can flush these fuel lines to the thrusters beforehand, so we don't risk a massive explosion once we pull the reactor.
Uh-oh.
Here is a utility key, which we normally would have used to flush the fuel. But because we salvaged the power generator earlier, the fuel terminal is no longer functioning. Well, looks like we're going to have to flush these fuel lines by hand. Sometimes this can cause a fuel rupture, causing flames to burst from the pipes. But it looks like we got lucky this run.
Take care. Take extra care. Uh-oh. Oh no.
If you're ever in a pinch, you can touch a pipe with your hand and hear the
Oh
flow
my.
of
Oh
fluid
no.
inside. It's a great way to tell if the pipe is safe to cut. Any additional components and resources you gather that are outside of your work order earns you extra credits that help you pay down your debt. Completing work order objectives earn you links tokens, which give you access to new tools and upgrades, as well as pay for your oxygen and tether supply.
Oof. That's too
Salvaging
much.
high-value components like thrusters is always a good idea. The next step we need to make is to cut the reactor free. Now this is a bit of a complicated step because there are active elemental pipes nearby. We want to make as big of an opening as possible because the reactor becomes unstable as soon as you remove it from its cooling casing.
Oh no.
It's best to move everything you can out of the way before you go for it. Looks like this reactor's been damaged, likely because of the coolant explosion we had earlier. This means we don't have a lot of time once we begin the extraction. Well, here goes nothing.
It's not for me. Sorry. Sorry about it. It's not for me. Wow.
Thanks for watching this little playthrough of Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Nice. Oof. Woof. That's too much.
Well, we are winding things down here on IGN Summer of Gaming Expo number 3, but there is still more to come. Up next, our pals at News Game and More will be rounding up and breaking down all of the biggest gaming and pop culture news of the day that we might have missed while showing you cool trailers and gameplay and whatnot. And then after that, Brian and I are going to get very stupid on our little nonsense show up at noon, which is actually at 5 p.m., not at noon, with an exclusive reveal of this very weird video game in action that may or may not involve farm animals.
I will be back June 15, but
Animal, if you do, we'll give you $1 million. Just kidding. We'll be tapping out until Monday, but IGN will be streaming the Guerrilla Collective Digital Event and PC Gamer Show over the weekend. And on Monday, we'll be back in full force with Expo number 4. That's Quattro, which is our biggest day so far, following that up with several hours of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom related content. And don't act like you're not excited for that game. We've seen how much traffic our SpongeBob stuff gets on IGN. You all click it. You see that little square wet man and you click him, and you look at his shorts, and you watch his films. I know. You're into it.
oh my.
A huge thank you to everyone who's been donating to our charities, the World Health Organization's COVID-19 Response Fund, and the Bail Project. And if you didn't yet, it's not too late. Either check the links in the video description or head on over to donate.ign.com.
And while we're asking you to do stuff, why not download the TikTok app and follow IGN? You can search IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag bonus content or to upload your own gameplay clip.
It's almost time to finish.
That about wraps things
And
up
you know.
for IGN Summer of Gaming Expo. So whether you genuinely enjoy our content or you're just here to argue with strangers in the chat, stick around. News, games, and more is up next. IGN Summer of Gaming is brought to you by Fuser, who will be partying with us all summer long.
That's it. C'est fini for now. We are going to have a very busy Saturday and we will see new games. So, see you soon. Thank you and subscribe, please. Library Gamer, for the game is knowledge.